Welcome to the 30th anniversary of Metal Slug, celebrating the arcade game released in 1996 and the franchise it has spawned over the last 30 years. The classic run and gun series features comically expressive soldiers, war machines, and more, highlighting simple, intuitive controls and fast-paced gameplay. If you want to keep up with all things Metal Slug, you can scan the QR codes that'll show up on screen or use !SNK in Twitch chat to learn more. Come celebrate the 30th anniversary of Metal Slug, the classic arcade game series, with this full day of speedruns, starting with the very first Metal Slug from a friend running out of Ciudad Juarez in Mexico, Fran Danbe. And now it's time for Metal Slug.
Hi, my name is Brandon Bear. I'm going to start Metal Slug Speedrun. Let's go.
Bien hecho, mi amigo. Yes, the SNK community, and especially the Metal Slug community, is a worldwide one. Especially Latin America is a big place for it. Fran is from Mexico. We will also have runners later today from Argentina and Chile. This is the very first Metal Slug, arguably the most straightforward of the Metal Slug games and the one that introduced the action. It is extremely high-paced all the way through, especially in a speedrun context. This is one of those games that if you ever had a family fun center, an entertainment center, something like that in your area, there were lots of games like this. A lot of them were like your Area 51s, the games that were very like serious looking. This is kind of in some ways the opposite of that. This is a game that is like fun to look at, fun to play, and as you can tell from friends' reactions here at the end of level 1 already, there's a lot going on. Most, if not all of our runners, I think everything except the last run during our 30th anniversary celebration will actually be played on the Neo Geo AES, or Arcade Entertainment System versions of the games, which are the original versions and do introduce one notable thing that differentiates them, which is slowdown. Slowdown is actually often very helpful in games this high-paced. It gives you brief but predictable moments of having more time to react to what's going on. And as you will see, especially as we get later into this, that becomes very, very important. Yeah, chat already sharing reminiscences of spending a lot to play some of these arcade versions. I had the opportunity to de-rust on the plane to and from SGDQ to play each of these games casually. And yeah, it would have been a lot of quarters or 50-cent plays. So much of these games, especially the first one here, is down to just being in the right place at the right time, knowing exactly what you're doing and which weapons, because those are deterministic drops. The POWs that you rescue do have specific drops for you, so part of the run will incorporate finding the right prisoners to have weapon drops or ammo refills when you need them. If you pick up a weapon that is different than the one you currently have, it will replace your current. It's not until later on in the series that you gained the ability to hold multiple weapons at once, but with how quick this action goes and these mini bosses come up and down, we genuinely just don't need different weapons all that often. Fran will be very careful about which POWs get interacted with, because they stop to briefly thank you and then drop an item. Very well done. The first appearance of the SV001, the super vehicle, or the the namesake of the franchise, the Metal Slug itself. So we briefly saw that, and then we also saw the use of the frontal attack. There is a specific thing you can do when your Metal Slug still has some HP. You can actually fire it off as kind of a desperation attack, that does a large amount of damage in an AoE, and then jettisons you out of it. Our first opportunity to see the recurring antagonist, or one of the recurring antagonists of the Metal Slug series, Donald Morden.
Oh my god.
And we are through our next level with only one life used so far. So it's not like there are inherently different categories for 1 credit clears in this game, but naturally you saw the respawn in from the life lost in this game, that doing it on a single life or at least a single credit is just genuinely fastest. And for those of you already excited about and sharing your reminiscences in the chat, there are things happening for the Metal Slug 30th anniversary. There is a new game recently announced, so looking forward to hearing more about that myself, as I know all of you are. And there are also a lot of recent games. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded is a tower defense take on the franchise, and I think there's also a game available on mobile devices right now. But there should be more to come, and I can't disagree with you about the idea of a collection. Would be a very fun way to get to experience these again. Because like I said, the speedrun preferred way is frequently the arcade versions. All right, Alan O'Neill, he of, yeah, very close-up swipes. You will often find, as we did in Dark Souls, if you were watching earlier, that one of the most useful strategies is being very, very close to your enemies, but we don't have a health bar here, so any hit is completely lethal unless you happen to be in a vehicle. That's the only time you get a health bar. Friend making extremely quick work of some of these. You know, there are pillboxes on the ground, and I would consider some of these screens essentially pillboxes if you're playing them casually. Love the effect of the soldier flying towards the screen there. But yeah, these are screens that are meant to box you in, and a very talented player like Fran can just charge ahead and know exactly where they're going. We have people asking in the chat what consoles these have been available on. The Metal Slug series was principally available on the Neo Geo, both the AES, the arcade system, and the MVS, which was the home Neo Geo. Not surprised if a lot of English-speaking and US-based players are not super familiar with those consoles. They weren't the most common. They did have a relatively high asking price, especially compared to the likes of the SNES and the Genesis in their time. But if you were lucky, like some of us, to have a Metal Slug game, for me, I think it was 3 and 4 in a local arcade. Those were some really terrific introductions to the franchise. We are done with Mission 3. This is arguably the most straightforward in the franchise, as far as every game or every mission just has a really quick start and stop. Kind of follows each other with similar environments, and I like that we got to have a vertical stage. I was actually talking to one of our other runners just last night about how verticality is relatively uncommon in the series because, you know, it also adds the additional difficulty of precision platforming. If you fall down, the bottom of the screen is an immediate kill plane, so I also love that Fran is proceeding here without the Metal Slug, because it is that much faster with the amount of extra bombs that we have and the shotgun. Shotgun, one of the very strongest weapons in the series, and one that has maintained a lot of its major properties throughout the series. The flamethrower here is actually kind of, to my liking, better in this game. I like it better in this game when it is kind of the fireball that is a projectile. In some of the later games that we'll see today, when you pick up the flamethrower, it is a close-range projectile around your weapon. So it's nice for coverage and things close to you. But if you're like me and you're not quite confident enough to stay super close to your enemies, the flamethrower in this game is possibly the best. Yeah, as mentioned in chat, the kind of inflection point was the arcade system was the hardware was super difficult to get a hold of, but the games were less expensive because it was meant for arcade operators. Whereas the home console was kind of the opposite. there are a lot of amazing SNK games and franchises. King of Fighters is one that's still out there right now, and thankfully those series are continuing to get more accessible over time, and hope the same will be true of Metal Slug here on the occasion of the 30th anniversary. Love the bottom turret on this boss. Basically waiting just a moment so you might have tried to walk under it and start fighting from down there before discouraging you. A very Dark Souls-like trap. Oh, and the game knowledge and reactions from Fran here to stay out of the way of the enemies. Question about character choice in the run. I don't believe it makes a big difference in Metal Slug 1. You will see character choice on our categories if you take a look between runs, that there are some differences in who's being played as we go on, because there are some differences in how large the weapon pickups are depending on character as the series goes on. So there are some characters like Fio and Eri who tend to get more ammo each time they pick up a weapon and have some slight downsides to compensate. We are, in fact, already almost done with Metal Slug here, with just 1 or 2 slugs put into the machine. An extremely, extremely hectic play here on the final level from Fran, but incredibly talented. Yes, I do believe, as per a follow-up comment in chat, that the hitboxes on the characters are slightly different, so that is part of what compensates for the differences in pickups that players get. And a classic, what would become an ongoing trademark of the series, in that you get to see a final boss, you get to feel like you're very close to it, but you're not quite done just yet. Get one of our few emplaced weapons here at the end of the first game. But as you can see, even getting over to the turret, much less using it, is very, very dangerous. The fact that we have the shotgun, have potentially another shotgun waiting for us on the left side of the screen that we won't pick up just yet, because if you lose a life, you will lose any excess bombs and weapons available to you. So I think Fran is being very deliberate in making sure that we get our weapon pickups lined up with the POWs that are dropped off here, extra grenades. We may just not need the extra ammo. So a question about progression and how those sorts of things work. Oh, riding on missiles. Just effortlessly cool. Yeah, if you lose all your lives on a continue and you put in another credit to the machine, you will continue from where you're at. Otherwise, the game would restart entirely. You know, you get sent to a game over where you have one last chance to put a credit in. Using that frontal attack very, very skillfully. And there we go. Now it's time for our shotgun ammo. And the extra pickups in the water. The Utan, our primate friend, who will actually become a companion item later on in the series. The monkey goes from being a pickup to actually, when you collect him, there's a couple of different items later on in Metal Slug 3 and 4 that actually give you a companion fighter when you pick them up. And it's time, the final boss of the original Metal Slug. Thankfully, Morden is less fearsome than his reputation would lead you to believe, in that you can easily stagger him, especially when you have as many grenades and shotgun shells as Fran does. On into the second phase, made apparent by the change-up in attacks and the damage sustained by the helicarrier itself. And that's time.
Yes!
GG's, my friend. Well done. Muy, muy bien hecho. Anything you want to tell the people, Fran?
Yes.
Now, with just a single continue, a full playthrough of Metal Slug in under 13 minutes.
Thank you, thanks.
GG's, Viva Mexico, and Viva Metal Slug. Yeah.
Thanks
Bren and I have had the
for
opportunity
support
to talk.
the Speedrun of Metal Slug.
Bren and I have had the opportunity to talk a lot over the last few weeks, and he shared with me his passion for Metal Slug, shared with me the many things that he's done in speedrunning over the years. He is also a runner of many retro games.
Thanks for the stream.
Por supuesto. Thank you for playing. But yeah, I think this is the story that you will hear from many people who run older franchises, ones that are held up by passion, is that one of the things that kept Fran playing Metal Slug in particular is having played it in arcades with his father from a very young age. And he told me a story about when he was practicing for this run, his father came in and said, oh, you know, you used to play this and have such a hard time, but now I'm watching you run it without needing to continue at all. It's very impressive. And, you know, that's the story of speedrunning in a nutshell.
But at least he was able to turn things around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Entonces, muy bien una vez más. And that is the first Metal Slug. But do not go anywhere. During this Metal Slug 30th anniversary, we will be showing many more games from the franchise. Coming up next is Metal Slug X, the revised version of Metal Slug 2. Stay tuned for more fast-paced run-and-gun action here on the GDQ Hotfix.
Thanks for watching. I'll keep improving. Cheers, my bros. Thanks.
Thanks for your patience and welcome back to the 30th anniversary of Metal Slug, celebrating the arcade game and the series starting in 1996. This run and gun series features comically expressive soldiers, war machines, and more, highlighting simple, intuitive controls and fast-paced action. If you'd like to keep up with all things Metal Slug, including upcoming announcements, scan the QR codes on screen or use !SNK in Twitch chat to learn more. We just had the good fortune of seeing the extremely fast-paced, iconic debut title in the series, and coming up next is a run of Metal Slug X, a remix which added a variety of gameplay changes to Metal Slug 2's exciting core, offering up new ways to play the game everyone knows from playing Metal Slug 2. And this will be from a longtime GDQ runner and one of my friends, Sonikustar, based out of the United States. So Sonikustar, whenever you are ready, let's get some Metal Slug action.
Hello! Thank you, Teachy, for that fabulous introduction. Hi, for those who I'm meeting for the first time, my name's Sonikustar, and I will attempt to try and show off the best of Metal Slug X speedrunning here. So, much like what Teachy mentioned, this is actually not the immediate sequel. This is a remake of the sequel. It gives you new guns, new enemies, a completely different layout. Probably the most notable thing is that compared to just Metal Slug 2, X does not have nearly as much slowdown, so it should be just as much of a fast-paced run as any of these other fabulous Metal Slugs that you will kindly see here. So, enough of an introduction here. Let's get things started.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. Let's keep things simple here. So, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Marco.
Thank you. I appreciate not being the only one up here doing the impressions.
So, much like the previous run, this run, there's there's not really much that is that's different. It's a lot of the same sort of strategies of just being mindful of your weapons, being mindful of how much ammo you have, as well as just doing your best to try and navigate through all of the impending enemies and whatnot here. So, coming up, I believe we have the first of many new-ish weapons to X the enemy chaser. So, I probably should have mentioned this before, but there are a lot of quite a lot of flashing lights here. So, if for those who have epilepsy, do try to be mindful here. So, all right, just gonna make our way to the end here. This first stage is pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of making sure you can save up all of your bombs and making your way with the slug all the way to the end here. Your grenades do, I believe, 100 damage, whereas the cannon does 300. So I usually try to save up my cannon shots as much as I can. So, and that's the first stage. So, again, it's very much more of the same, more of the hectic running and gunning and jumping and shooting, all that fun stuff. So, coming up, we're gonna see the first little teaser of another brand new weapon here, the laser. It's a lot like the machine gun. It does damage every frame. It does damage for every frame of contact, but it doesn't have as much like flexibility as like the machine gun. So you got to be a little bit careful with how you aim it. Just gotta use the
Iron Lizard, the ground
to,
runner. Yeah, there's.
Yeah, just to try and help with some crowd control here. Oh, there's a stray dog. Oh, nope, never mind. Unfortunately, we are not petting the doggos here. They will try and kill us.
Right. Well, and it's something a little worse then, especially for the sake of speedrunning, because if you get hit by most of the enemies in this stage, you become a zombie, which doesn't stop you from playing,
yes,
but does make playing the game significantly harder.
Right, you definitely do not want to become a zombie in this section, especially in this second half of the stage, since this is the only vertical like section in the game. So you're going to see a lot more emphasis on just good platforming all around. So far, this is going pretty good. So, but yeah, there are definitely quite a few close calls I'm going to make here. So, just going to take care of this guy and then these mummies. I usually try to wait until I jump on that ledge there, just for a little bit of safety. Here we got another few waves of wave of dogs just to take care of. Beautifully done. Be gone, bat. And now we're going to actually grab this vehicle, get a heavy machine gun, because this gives us an interesting property. It allows us to be completely invulnerable. So I could just duck and just pelt grenades at the boss and just take care of it real nice and simple. So for the longest time, I didn't really understand how that trick worked, but it's really just as simple as just grabbing the heavy machine gun on your way up. So very neat trick. And on our way to stage 3, I usually like to pick up a round of fire bombs just for safety, and also I kind of like the fire bombs in this game. It's kind of neat, something different, you know. All right, we're just gonna take our newly mounted shotgun here. Oh, no. I see. No, you stay. Thank you. Sometimes enemies will not play nice. I do have this super shotgun, which will help with crowd control, but I do want to try and save the shotgun rounds for the mini-boss that's coming up, so here we got a few rounds of boats. 1, 2. And in the midst, I'm just gonna stock up on grenades, so gotta grab the stone grenades. They do slightly less damage, but I believe their like throwing arc is a little bit higher, so that's actually gonna be real nice in the next stage when you start dealing with a lot of the flying enemies. Here we got our mini boss. Destroying the turbines on either end does extra damage, so try to take care of those the first thing I can. And this is just another little bit of safety here. No, you sit. No. Okay. All right, we're good. All right. There is a possibility that you will get double KO'd by some of the soldiers there. So I try to take my time to make sure that doesn't happen. Thankfully, for the rest of this stage, we're going to be using the golden slug here, so it's not too much of a time loss if you get a hit there. But, yeah, the golden slug has a few interesting properties here. So you get the choice of either this or the plane. I choose the slug because its cannons do more damage than the missiles on the plane. So definitely want to make sure I don't accidentally crash my slug here. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful fight. Oh man, I just want to take a moment to admire the artwork in this game. This is a 2001 sprite game or game with like pixel art, and it looks absolutely glorious.
Yep. Absolutely true.
All right. Mission 4. Just gotta grab this heavy machine gun. Again, this is more so for my sake of just crowd control. And oh no, you do not want to get too close to that that tank there. It will kill you if you're not careful. Just gotta grab the super heavy machine gun there. Sometimes you'll see weapon drops where the letters are like pulsating. That's like it's like a super version of that weapon. It does slightly more damage, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. So, all right. Shoutouts to Hadouken Guy, or I believe Kaioken. I'm not super well versed in Street Fighter, so don't quote me on that. All right, and this area I like to call Alien Alley because it can be very hectic. And that mainly just comes down to the fact that these houses have a hitbox, so you can't as easily like destroy these aliens as you would want. So, we made it through just fine. And in just a little bit, we are going to be making our way to the boss. So normally, what you have to do is destroy all of these turrets before the big cannon comes out at the end. But if you position the tank just right, like that, the cannon just immediately comes out. So, very nice time save. Alright, that was very nice. Okay, and now we have probably one of the hardest stages in the run. I'm actually very nervous about this one because a lot happens. So, first, we go to the left, get a handy-dandy rocket launcher, and this is just for crowd control. A lot of other runners tend to forego the slug here. Unfortunately, I am just not that good, to be honest. But the slug here, it helps with taking care of these helicopters pretty quick. And also with all of the soldiers here trying to destroy you with grenades and whatnot. Oh, no. Oh, that was very close. Alright, we should be good for the time being. Okay. And now we have what I call the turbo tunnel, which is the reintroduction of our handy laser. And you're going to really see it at work here. So, come on. Okay, we're good. Alright, so with the laser, there's an interesting property where if you don't mash and just slightly tap like this, the ammo count for it stops decreasing, but the laser is still active. You could use that to get a little bit more laser shots. So it helps with conserving ammo. And speaking of, I'm going to try and line myself up in such a way. Okay. Not entirely intended, but yeah, it's a little bit hard to notice, but these bombs, the smoke from the bomb actually also has a hitbox, and you can use that to damage enemies as well. So that's what I was trying to do there with the helicopters. Alright, I'm just going to take this a little bit safe. You got a sequence of 3 runaway trains here. Okay, we should be pretty good. There's usually a knife guy that jumps out the moment you destroy another knife guy, so I try to delay it a little bit so that I don't have to deal with him and the train at the same time. But yeah, that is what I like to call the turbo tunnel. So
yeah, the laser just fundamentally changes the shape of how that level proceeds. Without it, it is very different.
Oh, absolutely. The laser is very much the backbone to this level. No, stay. No, stop it. No. Oh. These guys are so picky. But I got the flamethrower, so we should be able to make it through the end just fine. All right. All the weird assorted zombie enemies self-destruct the moment you go to the right side of the screen, so it's just a neat little safety net, so to speak, in that section. And with that, it's time for another boss. Gotta try and use the flamethrower here to score a few extra hits. You kind of have to shoot, like, really low to the ground. Okay, that is not exactly what I had in mind. Okay, plan B. Guess we're using this. All right, come on. There we go. That's beautiful. Alrighty. Yeah, ideally you want to use the flame shot to score as much damage as you can, since that also does damage per frame of contact. However, the hitbox is much more narrow to work with, so... Alright. Final mission. This is the other big scary level for me, so... There's a lot that happens in this stage. Essentially, you are going to want to try and stockpile all sorts of grenades for the very end. So I'm going to try and make my way through as much as we can. Here we got the what I call the whirly bridge. It usually acts up quite a bit, although it's been giving me pretty good patterns. I will certainly take that. Hello, Alan O'Neill. Will you be nice? Come on. Come on. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alan can be very scary if you don't know how to manipulate him.
Believe it or
so
not, that
I'm
was
very-
not in fact lethal, despite the bones. He'll be back.
Oh yeah, he gets better. Alright, and this is the part of the level where you really want to make sure you conserve your ammo, and especially your grenades for the final boss. That being said, let's just get that guy out of the way there. Alright, first off, gotta hit this for some more grenades. Gotta try and destroy the submarines here for crowd control. Gotta get this POW. That was... Oh, man. Yeah, that section can be a little bit rough for me. But here, it's revealed the aliens are the evil ones all along. So, this is our first real encounter with them. I'm gonna try and use the same laser trick of just not mashing entirely to conserve a little bit of laser ammo. More grenades. And I'm gonna try a... Yeah, there we go. Usually there's another wave of, like, gray aliens you have to fight. That jump makes me skip that, so... Nice little time save there. Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright. No, you stay over there, soldiers. Ah! That's unfortunate. Okay, that was on me. Yeah, this stage can get a little bit gnarly if you don't know what you're doing.
And that's the nature of games like these.
Thankfully,
Like,
there's-
mistakes just kind of compile one on top of another. Finding yourself without the weapons you're hoping for going into a difficult section make it really, really difficult.
Okay, thankfully I should be able to recover from this. Okay, just gonna grab the shotgun here. Okay, and then we're gonna have two tanks come out. I'm just gonna wait for them to go into the middle of the screen here. And then after that, it's just knifing these guys. Okay. Having the shotgun here isn't too bad. Ideally, you want the flamethrower since you have more ammo, but the shotgun, I believe, does 400 damage per shot, so you should be able to do some decent damage. All that being said, I'm gonna try to manipulate more ammo, at least for this boss, so... every now and then, this big UFO will spit out smaller UFOs, and sometimes they will drop different weapons, like a laser, or machine gun, or sometimes bombs. So, I'm gonna see what I can work with here. Alright, come on, come on, come on. No, oh, don't do this. Okay, so here you can't actually do damage when he does this attack. So... Okay. Oh, are you serious? Alright, do your lightning thing.
Yeah, that wasn't even a pattern. That was literally just time wasting.
It knew what my plan was, so the aliens are evolving. Oh, yes. I can work with this. Oh, I can't work with this. Come on. Alright, do your laser. Do your lightning thing. Come on. Okay. Alright. We back? Awesome. Alright, so apologies for the technical difficulties, but we are in the midst of the final boss here. Just at this point, it's just a damage race. I will take that. Come on. Yeah, time, by the way. Sorry, that came a little unexpected.
No worries. That's the nature of bosses in this series, especially. Especially when one life goes down, it's all down to, like, what weapons you have available to you and trying to make it work.
Alright, and yeah, that is Metal Slug X. So, at least to the best that I can do for the time being. So, first off, I just want to give a shout out to Topang and Sukimos. They have done so much work for Metal Slug speedrunning in general. From a lot of the strats to just really pushing these games to their absolute limit. So big shout out to them. Also, big kudos to everybody else who's a part of the Metal Slug celebration here. Fran Dambe, Paul Knives, Bangha, who are up next with Metal Slug 3. And Also, big shout outs to the task community as well. They have also discovered a handful of different strats and also just really data mining this game. So big shout outs to them. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I am not the best at this game, but this is the way that I have learned this game. I've been always been wanting to learn this game and run it in a big capacity for the longest time, and so being able to do so on at least on the GDQ stream has been so fulfilling. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and yeah, hopefully more people will get to run this game in the future, or any of the other Metal Slugs for that matter. So
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for being willing to bring this out of the run list, knowing that this is a series that you enjoy and have been running for a long time. So thank you very much for showing this off for us. Hey, if people want to find you and follow more things you do a lot of retro video game runs.
yes, so you can mainly find me on Twitch. My name is exactly how it's spelled on screen. I mainly stream Fridays to Saturdays nowadays. I have life obligations, you know, so I don't have nearly as much of an opportunity to run as I used to, but I do try to squeeze a few speedruns every now and then. So you can also find me on Blue Sky as well as YouTube. So that's pretty much it. So
All right, fair enough. Well, you've seen Metal Slug 1 and 2, but there are still more games to come. Coming up next, we have a set of runs from some amazing co-op runners from Chile and Argentina as we continue to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Metal Slug series here on GDQ. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with more. With the turn of the millennium, Metal Slug 3 featured popular gameplay that cements its legacy as one of the best run-and-gun series ever made. This game didn't slow down either, and neither will our runners. After this, we'll be seeing Metal Slug 4 just a little bit later on, featuring the Metal Rush system. But Metal Slug 3 is a game that said, alright, so people know what Metal Slug is about, right? What if we just made that a little bit different? And a little bit different it certainly is with our friends Paul Knives and Ben Haas. They'll be showing us a co-op run of this fantastic game. I do believe this was my first Metal Slug, so something that is near and dear to my heart. This is a co-op medium run of Metal Slug 3. Let's go.
Yay! Let's go, everyone. Hi, we're gonna try to speak in English and Spanish at the same time. We know it's gonna be something pretty hard, but yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Benja. I'm from Chile, and my partner here, Paul, from Argentina.
Hello.
We're playing a lot beat 'em ups, a lot of turn and counts, a lot of different games, and for some reason we played Metal Slug. Started with Metal Slug 4, and then moving on to different games. And 2 weeks ago, someone here, a voice chat, telling us why don't you have the opportunity to play with us here. And this is why we have Metal Slug 3 right now. So we're gonna start immediately.
Yes. The chat is really hyped today. Let's go. Oh no, the game
¿Qué
crashed.
pasó?
Again.
Paul, creo que se te pegó el juego.
Mándalo de vuelta.
Yeah. We're gonna restart the game. Sorry.
Don't worry.
Yeah, some issue happened. It's kinda weird, but.
Sí, cuando estás mucho FK creo que se corta. Vamos, deja.
Ah, yeah.
Ya vamos.
Oops. No, this is
Okay, we fine now. Okay, let's go.
No, espera un poco, Paul. Déjame poner el juego. Oh, okay, yeah, we're here right now.
Let's get started.
Ya, voy a intentar igual de hacerlo en español y en inglés, para los dos casos, para la gente igual
Sí.
que pueda como interactuar un poco más. So the time start in 3, 2, 1,
Go.
go!
Okay.
All
So
right.
Trey, you tell us this is your first Metal Slug game.
Yes. Hey, we're making sure we can see you playing the game. So give us just a moment while we get that figured out.
Oh, we're not alive, or
I am double checking on that for you.
oh no
Okay,
no no
yeah,
no!
I think we have you. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So
So let's continue or restart.
no, you're good. You're good. Keep going.
Okay.
First Metal Slug game. So I thought this is what all the games were like, and imagine my surprise when I saw Metal Slug 1 and 2.
Dígame. Bien.
Yeah, it's actually pretty different, the game. You have a lot of multi-roads to change the directory of what you're gonna do and what things you're gonna receive for clearing that specific area. For example, here we're gonna take a shortcut to enter to the boss earlier, and we're gonna obtain right now a lot of different weapons, like
Toma la arma.
the machine and the enemy chaser. Ahora voy a concentrar un poco. No.
El tanque no lo tiremos al instante, aguanta un pelín más. ¿Eh?
Sí, sí, espera un poco.
Por la dificultad que va.
Okay, this fight is actually an
Espera.
easy one. We just need to matching a lot of bombs and then using our slugs to obtain extra damage. Creo que me falta un pelito más.
Sí, un pelín.
Falta un pelito.
Listo. Ok.
Next level.
Mission 1 already complete.
Okay,
Genuinely
Mission 2,
incredible.
zombies.
Yeah, here you have a different way to beat the game. Like the first one is more like the intro stage, and now this is more technical. Here in the zombie stage, you have to avoid a lot of this the transformation. Uf. Creo que si matas al de atrás sería bueno. Sí, eso.
Vamos. Nice. Sin miedo a esto.
Perfecto. This is the first time it's NK trolling us, like everyone. Like right now, you have the best weapon in the game, the flame shot, and then immediately the next helicopter is giving you instantly the heavy machine gun. The developers know the flame shot is actually pretty strong in this game, and it's gonna immediately stealing you to avoid to destroy the stage or
Cuidado,
patches. Sí, sorry. Vamos para adelante. Ya, no importa.
Yes, definitely part of this game comes down to moving around, like we saw it in X, where in the quote-unquote turbo tunnel, Sonic Star had to move around some drops and actually have them drop on top of each other, so he had more space to move around.
So right now, we're gonna receive the zombie buff. This is very important. We really want any specific RNG. So we're gonna, both of us, throw in a bomb. I'm gonna jump and try to obtain the aggro here.
Despacio.
It's mine. Perfect. Okay, don't worry. Oh.
Quédate.
Oh, perfect.
Stay there. Okay,
So
nice.
I'm gonna stay right now here, and I'm gonna support Paul, avoiding the totem. So yeah, he's right now invincible, so he's never gonna die, and he's dealing a lot of damage since the zombie buff. So that's why it's very important to have all the aggro from the boss, and moving on to cover Paul and is doing all the damage here. Next, third stage or third mission, we're gonna stay under the sea, and then we're gonna try to use an extra path to moving on more faster to the next boss fight. Ya, vamos bien.
Delay,
¿Sí?
delay. Ahora.
Poquito. Ok, vamos. Gracias.
No confío en eso.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes that submarine can kill you just because he just wanted to do that. And sometimes he's never shooting or never doing something. Oh.
Mío.
¿Listo? ¿Avanza?
Casi me caigo.
No, tranqui, te cubro.
The ostrich.
Yeah. Yeah, something that happened just because the slug here the position is actually very bad.
Cuidado.
Are too close to each other and the mistake is obviously very easy to do. Ya, ¿listo? ¿Cómo se llama este jefe, Cole?
¿Cómo se llama? Ay, lo tengo en la punta de la lengua. Espera que no lo vea. Ya me acuerdo. ¡Ay, Dios, no lo puedo acordar! No puedo acordar.
Onto a boss that's very much like the kind of boss you might see
King
in
Jupiter.
vertical
King Jupiter.
shooters. The attacks here take up whole halves of the screen at a time, but we don't have to see any of those. I didn't realize we could take down this boss so quickly.
Sorry guys, the boss is called King Jupiter.
Yeah,
The next one is...
also,
no sé.
also the rocket, yeah, this is maybe the worst stage, or one of the worst stages in this game. If you're enjoying having a lot of good or bad RNG, congrats, this is the spot for you. The stage from Desert, Solda Rock. So yeah, this time it feels like we're gonna play bingo here. It's gonna be good or bad, so we don't know. Y ahora sí voy a intentar como comentar en inglés y español. Este nivel tiene un jefe llamado Thunder Rock, muy recordado por todos, uno de los peores niveles de este juego prácticamente, porque tiene mucha suerte, hay mucho azar. Y vamos a poder saber si vamos a hacer este jefe más rápido de lo normal o más lento, netamente, si es que Thunder Rock quiere, así de simple, no hay otra solución.
The good RNG for this boss is only the wolves. The wolves is the best RNG for this boss. And this level.
Yeah, and the worst one is the yellow... The yellow laser?
The yellow
pieces?
Yes, the yellow.
The yellow pieces, more accurate. Oh, thank you.
I'm fine. Go.
Yeah, yo te espero, tranquilo, te espero.
And if mummies and zombies weren't bad enough, now we've got enemies who can hit you at range and just instantly end you. These plants do not mess around, and neither do the spores. The spores are also deadly.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, this is in a good position. Oh, by the way, this is the only boss we don't have the opportunity to use the bomb, so we're gonna lose a lot of damage just because of habit, but in the same time it's gonna be actually good because we're gonna save a lot of flame shot just to do the boss. Oh. Yeah.
Casi. Me la llevo.
¿Seguro?
Seguro.
Okay.
Confía.
Cuéntanos tu veneno, Solda Rock. Telling us the truth. Oh.
No Okay.
Yellow. Oh! Cuidado. ¿Qué nos da?
Back.
Más para atrás. Yeah, we can do anything here.
Back.
Laser is actually not a very good weapon, even here.
Sigue, sigue, fuerte.
Okay, Wolf,
No,
finally.
No. Dispara seguido.
Okay.
Nice. Let's go.
Oof. Yeah, it's terrifying this boss because sometimes it's gonna kill you just because RNG is bad and it's gonna give you like the red pieces. It's actually pretty fast and you don't have the opportunity to dodge it. But yeah, this is good. And now, the only part I don't like this game, to be honest, I don't know, the final mission is good. Have a lot of lore here, you have a lot of things to do, but why is this pretty long? Why is this so long?
See, I was wondering if you'd say that yet, because I wanted to be able to say, as we got to the end of each section, but it's not over yet. Yes, the final mission in Metal Slug 3 is, you could see we're only 10 minutes into the timer, and we're on the final mission, so there might be something going on.
Tranquilo que te defiendo.
Cuidado,
Te
gracias.
defiendo. Bien.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's very important to having the slugs right now. The boss here is going to be actually very difficult if you don't have the slug. Ya, esta sección, lo más importante, creo que todos recordamos muy bien, en la primera parte solamente es un autoscroller, no vamos a poder hacer absolutamente nada, aquí no hay forma de salvar tiempo, más allá de tener una buena pelea contra el jefe, pero fuera de eso no hay otra cosa que podemos hacer. Así que prácticamente esto sería como un momento GG donde uno lee donaciones. This part, the only bad thing is this is just an auto-scroller, so we don't have the opportunity to save time. The only thing you can do here is just try to have a good boss fight and save sometimes, but except for that, no, you don't have another way to save time here. This is like the best part to call the GDQ staff and say, hey, it's time for donations. This is the best part.
Atrás, venga. La bomba.
Yeah, perfecto. Yeah, I'm moving to the back right now because Paul is gonna getting some extra bombs, so I don't really want to take it. So this is part of the full setup. This stage, since it's too long, we're gonna try to save a lot of ammo, a lot of resource management here. So yeah, it's very important to not die sometimes, and if we're gonna die, we must do in good positions. Es importante esta parte porque normalmente como el nivel es muy largo tenemos que mantener unos recursos bastante específicos y que queremos hacer bastantes salvadas de tiempo, vamos a tener que evitar morir en secciones bastante importantes. No puedo tanquear. Creo que vamos bien. Sí, vamos bien. Entonces es importante mantener siempre los recursos hasta el límite. Creo que vamos a poder quedarnos justo al medio. Voy a quedarme... Ya, this is the position. Perfect.
3.
Creo que estoy bien. No, estoy bien justo.
1. Now. Okay, still fine.
Perfect. Espérate, me voy a quedar atrás pensando que hay algo. No hay nada. Yeah, sadly, no extra motorcycle, so we don't have an extra weapon. But it doesn't matter. Oh.
Okay,
hey, I recognize this platform. I think we saw it about an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same.
Wait, if Mordrin was having a bad time before,
Yeah, this fight just bullied him a lot.
It does seem that way.
Ok, en la siguiente ya está. She's shredding. Ok, nice. Good boss fight.
So this is like I tried to say, this is not over yet.
No.
Because the plot twist starts now.
Goodbye, Marco. Eris there, only watching.
Yeah, this is the only game you have
I'm
the
taking
possibility
a
to
bubble
change your character without dying.
You're forced to change the character.
Goodbye, Marco.
Okay. It's time to use the capsule and moving on. And this is actually the best part in the game. Again, Kappa. Another auto-scroller, the fun part.
Mid.
Yeah, just one auto-scroller is not enough. Why not to have two auto-scrollers?
Here.
Obviamente para todos los fans del autoscroller van a disfrutar esto mucho porque van a haber dos autoscrollers. Obviamente no era suficiente tener uno, era obligatoriamente tener otro más.
What they were saying is if one wasn't enough, you know, especially if horizontal auto-scrolling wasn't enough for you, now it's time for the vertical auto-scroller. And genuinely, like, seeing the number of different styles available in this game was part of what drew me in. I mean, you know, it was also that it was at my local arcade, but...
Muévete, muévete, muévete. I'm fine.
Cuidado.
I'm fine.
Nice.
Still fine. Okay,
Yeah, okay,
nice.
done.
Oh. Ah.
Ah, verdad, tengo que esperar.
Creo que había un gas aquí. Sí. No, era mío.
Oh, verdad, era tuyo, se me olvidó.
Ya lo tomo, ya lo tomo.
Ya, no importa, si hay otro más adelante. Oye, pero...
Tómatelo, Shagan, tenés que gastar por todo. También.
¿Ya? ¿Es tiempo de improvisar? ¿Por qué no?
No puedo sacrificar hit, así que limpio.
Ya, this is the only time... Ah, no vas a pegarte.
Nice.
Intenta solo evitarlo. ¡No!
Ok, yo voy a hacer la parte del... Lucha vas a ir.
No, mantén ahí, solo cúbreme. Y ahora sigue.
Está bien, buena opción.
No, sí, fue bueno este cambio.
Gasta...
No, yo gasto bomba al final, no te preocupes, Ya, bien.
Tira unas 7. 7.
Ya.
Bien.
Ya, digamos.
Bueno, cambio. Te lo llevas tú.
Ya la llevo. Yeah, of course this is not enough. You have a third auto-scroller. yeah, it's not like cooking a lot here. Like, you know what? No, this is not enough. Why not add one more, and always one more?
Ahora.
Estamos bien.
Atrás mío, quédate, no al frente, porque se me va. Listo.
Ya, listo. Y aquí tiene que haber un H.
Llévatelo, llévatelo, llévatelo.
Oh.
Mío.
Sí, tienes que dártela tú. Cambio. To be honest, this is funny because that's just an enemy seems to drop my slug. This game have the old system, like when you're pressing jump and shooting, you're immediately destroy your slug. This is not happening in the next games. So yeah, I just really want to move fast and then chilling out. And then it's funny because we're doing the same on mirror. Usually Paul is doing my part right now, and I'm doing the Paul's part.
I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm fine.
ya, sí, hay que guardar un poco. Cuidado, 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 cuidado.
Abajo, arriba.
Oh,
Come on. Okay. Oh, nice.
¿no salió? Ya, vamos bien. Esto eran... ¿Cuántos eran ahora?
Sí.
Era este y uno más, ¿verdad? Ya, cuidado, 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 no te puedo ayudar mucho porque
Fine,
no sé
fine,
qué.
fine. Okay. Good
Ya,
section.
okay. And we're finally taking control of this game, and we're gonna play actually Metal Slug without Outscorers. Finally, the Outscorers are done. Oh.
No. Okay.
So now that they're different, Paul is gonna dancing in this part of the stage, so he's gonna try to load some enemies. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait here. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna chill around. It's not like the earth itself is gonna be in danger or something like that, no. Oh, verdad.
Come on.
Oh, pero... Yeah, we're gonna wait here a little bit because the president is gonna give us some bombs, and we're gonna need it. Ya, te espero, avanza.
No tengo más. No dispares.
Yeah. And now this is the important part of playing in co-op mode. In normal, you're using a different strat right now. So in cooperative, I'm gonna try to save the maximum flame I can to the boss. And Paul is gonna do a lot of job here. A lot of the work. I'm not gonna try to jump, I'm gonna wait.
Face it. Okay.
Ya, bien.
Fine.
Yeah, that weapon is RNG. It's gonna be enemy chaser, drop chop, or
Okay.
laser.
Okay.
Laser, of course, is the best one. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Cuidado. No importa.
Dame la heavy.
Back. Back. Back.
Quería saltar, pero... Ya, te espero.
Oh. I was wondering how those were going to go. Those rings and the fact that the patterns later on move around are genuinely one of the most frustrating things about this portion of the game.
Okay.
Ya, vamos.
Llévatelo.
Eso es una...
Te queda.
Vamos.
Avance. Se me quedó. Nice.
So now it's time for another RNG stuff. This boss is gonna drop some energy balls, and in the floor they have the possibility to drop some extra weapons. So it's time to know what's gonna do. Nothing.
I'm fine,
Nothing.
I'm fine.
Nothing. Okay. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
Yeah, getting separated on this, I could see being both necessary and very difficult. Look how close those hitboxes are to these giant lasers.
Oh! Okay, yeah. We're fine.
And without any special weapon ammo either.
So now it's time for the plot twist. Now it's gonna happen to fight against a lot of Marcos, or the character you lose to those previously. Oh, okay.
Cuidado. Cuidado.
No, tranqui, sí me acuerdo la posición. Ya la vi. Ya, listo. So it's time to form some extra weapons. So, okay, rocket launcher. Rocket again. Giving us a shotgun, please. Heavy and final.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
No!
No! No!
Okay. Change, cambio.
La troleaste.
Es que se daba el gas. Pero.
Espérate,
no.
la flame. Ya ahí está.
Okay, that's my fault. Not Lenko.
No, tranqui. Lo vamos a arreglar. Como buen latino que somos, siempre podemos arreglarlo.
I'm not doing anything because he needs to defend me.
Oh,
Okay,
ahora me debería hacer flaco, supongo, ¿no?
sí.
Creo que no.
Sí, ahora lo sé.
Sí. Oh yeah, this is another annoying part. Usually you're gonna have some good weapons like shotgun or heavy machine. No, I mean shotgun or flame shot. And a lot of time, every Marco is gonna give you heavy machine gun on purpose to just steal your weapon. But yeah, this is actually good. I have 999 heavy machine gun power out. So yes, it's gonna be something.
99.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. Why not?
Unfortunately, even though we've rescued Marco, well, some Marco clones still remain.
Okay. Espera. Boom.
In your casual playthrough, you'll probably be able to do what the zombies themselves are doing right now in the early stage. Your grenade turns into that gigantic, let's just be nice and say belch. But yeah, now you have to avoid those. And that's what happens when you don't.
Okay, Marco. Mira.
Sí, pero este que tiene la drop shot.
So I'd like to remind you that it's 17 minutes later and we're still in the final level.
Cuidado.
No, siempre pasa lo mismo.
Okay, fine. 21 flame shot is good.
Yeah, and the estimate is great. We're still in the 29, 30, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now the final boss, Root Mars.
Yes. Now it's actually time for the final boss.
And it's actually, and again, another part to please God, giving us some good drops. Another one. This boss is actually giving us some spheres, and the orange ones have the probability to drop good weapons or bombs. So hopefully it's gonna be good. Oh,
Okay, a frog.
okay, a frog. Why not? Why not?
Hey, but the dog.
No.
It was mine. the grenade.
Ooh, I want that. I want that. I really need this. No, you're not gonna get me. The position now.
Okay, no me dejo subir. Let's skip. Wow, yo take it. Let's go.
No, and another one.
Sube al tanque, no necesitas perderse. Sube.
Sí, no quiero perderlo, no quiero perderlo, no quiero perderlo. No, that bomb.
No importa, no importa. Nice time.
Okay, time.
GG.
Oof.
GG's.
GG, guys. Go there and see the flame shot. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, not that nice. It's actually the first one. the first one we ever get with good RNG. We never obtain new runs in practice or everything, like good drops. Only heavy machine or some stuff to obtain score instead of good drops. But yeah, it's finally a really good one.
Yeah. Look at that. At 25 cents, it continue less than $1 between the two of you. Very, very well done. And this was the run you picked up most recently. I originally reached out to you two about Metal Slug 5 that we'll see a little later on. And you were like...
It's funny, we just learned this game a week ago.
Right. Incredible. All right. Well,
I mean,
that's
originally
it.
with Paul...
Yep.
Give me a few seconds. Originally with Paul, we really want to play every single Metal Slug in Marathon, like this one. And I think it's a good opportunity. I mean, 31, 30 in 1 week is actually pretty good for us. So now continue with the event.
Oh, yeah. No. It's incredible how quickly you two pick things up. Like, I've seen you play many games together. First met you during a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles run that I commentated for years ago, and just how you two were on another level from everyone else playing the game at that time. It was incredible. So looking forward to seeing more of it from you two as we move from Metal Slug 3 into Metal Slug 4 coming up just next. Take a few moments to take care of yourselves, get a drink, get a snack, take your medications if you need to. I'm going to take some hydration myself, and we'll be right back with more Metal Slug co-op action with Metal Slug 4. Welcome on back to the Hotfix. My name is Tree, and I hope you are ready for more exciting action like the run you just saw from the dynamic duo of Paul Knives and Ben Ha, because it's time for another co-op run. This time it's Metal Slug 4. Gentlemen, let's go.
Okay, we're not gonna present to each other because we did
Try again.
3 minutes ago.
Right.
So we're gonna start immediately. Yeah, we're gonna start immediately.
Let's go.
The only thing I'm gonna say, never played Trevor. Trevor is on the bottom tier in this game
No,
for
Trevor,
some
no.
reason. The knife
Trevor, no.
sucks. This guy have some issues, so this is the only character we're never gonna see in
No,
this
Trevor,
game.
no.
Nadia, sadly, is actually a good character, but she's trapped in Metal Slug 4, sadly. So we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1,
Go.
go! Introducing Metal Slug 4, we have the first new mechanic, new guns. And this is the first and interesting one, the two machine guns. Two machine guns is actually one of the most strongest weapons in the game. And we're gonna use it often. And of course, there is some new stuff with enemies, like the scientists right now. They have some in specific shots, and they can transform you into a monkey. Of course, we really don't want that. Acuérdate que ahora dispara con delay. Te espero. Dos, tres. Oh,
Okay, nice.
okay, good into stage, to be honest. Yeah, we don't have time to explain anything. This stage is like 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, this is the faster stage in this game. So you're gonna see immediately. Okay, here's the first part.
Thanks.
That's the second one.
Hey friends, we can't hear the game audio. Can we take a quick pause?
Right. I changed the game, so yeah, give me a second. I can fix it immediately.
No,
Sorry.
it's still fine, it's still fine.
Change the game. You must change the audio immediately. I forgot.
3,
Yeah, my mistake. So don't
2,
worry.
1.
3, 2, 1, go! And again, we're gonna start the stage 1. This is just 2 minutes, so don't worry. Oh. Yeah, that's one of the bad RNG in this stage. That soldier with the shield, if it's almost off screen, there is an FA change. He's gonna tank a lot, and you're gonna move slower than the usual in the first part. The rest is gonna be the same. We're gonna try to avoid this scientist.
Cuidado.
The transformation. No había cura, ¿verdad?
Sube.
Esto no tenía cura, ¿verdad?
Sigue,
hecho,
sube.
yo creo que debería dejarlo morir.
Aquí.
Oh, gracias. Okay, this is a rare part, so why not to join us?
Cuidado.
Oh, come back here. Yeah, here I'm taking them again. No, we're losing just for that information, like 30 seconds. Yeah, it's not a big deal. So, and again, this boss is actually very fast and easy to kill. Okay, perfect.
Nice.
Okay, really good fight. But so now it's time to continue the game. Yeah, just forgot the beginning 2 minutes. And now we're gonna play like on a more standard stages. And stage 2, one of the best soundtrack in the entire game. We're gonna try to use a lot of resource managed here. And of course, the game actually immediately giving us and again two machine gun, like showing us the insane power the weapons have. And this is also new slugs. Both of them have a different purpose. The green one is more like an anti-air slug, meanwhile the blue one is more like an anti-ground units. Yeah, I'm gonna let him a little bit. Yeah, this orange is actually very important to letting him be on screen.
Yours.
The main issue here is if he is out of screen,
Mine.
he's gonna tank more than the usual damage. So it's gonna be a riskier, and there is a high chance to lose your slug instead of having in a good position. So yeah, time to say bye bye to the slugs and continue. Nope. Okay, 4-6 is actually a pretty good time. At least the auto scores are not so long here.
Mine.
Oh, you know.
Bit of classic arcade banter there. Power up comes along. Mine.
Oh! So now it's time for the hard part in this stage. We're gonna try to manip the next two tanks and have the possibility to deal more damage instead of losing when it's time. So it's gonna be 2 kills immediately. Okay, good RNG. Thank you. Tómalo. Tú adelante, yo disparo atrás. Ya dispara, yo tiro una bomba. Para así matarlo al tiro. Sí. Ya estaba olvidando mucho esta cosa. Yeah, and now it's time for the final part of the stage. We're gonna try to climb this, and I'm gonna obtain some bombs. This boss is actually pretty long in hard mode, but in normal is actually more manageable since you have a lot of extra damage. Yeah, perfect. So there's a glitch important here. Paul is right now in the tank slot, and he's gonna try to climb later. And I'm gonna stay right here in the bottom, and for some reason I can just deal the damage to the top part of the screen. So Paul is gonna deal some extra damage to kill some soldiers, and deal more damage in general to the structure, and then I'm gonna just deal more damage to the top part, and then I'm gonna destroy the bottom part. And even without a weapon, okay, this is actually pretty good. I'm gonna throw some bomb here. I'm gonna try to move top part. Paul is gonna change the slug. I'm gonna move in here. I'm gonna throw all the bombs. I'm gonna try to tank a little bit. And yeah, that's done.
GG.
For some reason, you have the possibility to use the slug and auto-destroy it, but there is a high chance, for some reason, dealing the damage to the bottom part instead to the top part. So it's not actually really rewarded most of the time, and it's better to keep the slug to cover your partner instead of deal an extra damage to save in around 1 second. 1 or 1.5. Well, yeah, I'm gonna change my weapon. It's gonna be like weird. Why you're gonna have the enemy taser? This weapon instead of the shotgun, since it's better. But in this part, I really want to support Paul instead of being like on a high damage deck. Okay, wait. This way. Here it's actually very annoying. This one is mine.
Atrás de
Por
Tronco
favor, que
nomás.
salga bien. No me quiero morir como siempre.
Atrás Tronco. Ahí. Quédate.
No, avanza así. De hecho, es bueno. Me está dando ventaja.
Toma el H. Take the H.
Creo que va a dropear bien.
Nice.
Yeah, but usually you're not doing this. This is just my fault. It's actually pretty weird. I don't know why I can't obtain the weapon correctly. So yeah, this is like in a backup. So I'm gonna throw all the bombs. One jump back, and then we're gonna wait a little bit, and boss is done. Flame shot here is actually very powerful, and since we have around 25, 28 bombs, yeah, the boss is actually very melted. With flame shot, the difference here is like 2 seconds, so yeah, it's still worth it for the world record runs, but for this showcase, no.
Espérame.
And here there is a little bit of setup. We're gonna wait with Paul here, 3 jumps. Delay, we're gonna move, jump, and then we're gonna buy all these bombs, and we're gonna continue. ¿Te cuido? Cuidado. Esto, con el de atrás.
Ahí nomás. Sigue.
¡No!
Sigue nomás.
No tengo ángulo. Yeah, this is the important part here. You have a lot of zombies. This is a nightmare.
Espérame.
And we need to do an extra setup here. Yeah, this is actually the most important thing here.
Ah. No,
Yeah,
okay.
that's just RNG. There isn't a possibility to have that
Still fine.
Have nothing.
Acá voy a
And now
disparar con
we're
la
gonna
F.
do an
Así que no te
extra...
preocupes.
Sí, yo te cuido. Yo te espero con la F. And now we're gonna do an extra setup. I'm gonna try to
Tranquilo.
copy Paul,
Vamos.
all the movement. Ah, no, vamos a hacerlo normal.
Sí. No.
No. Ya, no importa. Hay una heavy. O creo que la tenés que tomar yo, pero... Dispara uno, con eso es más que suficiente. Deja que avance un poco.
Llévatelo.
No, joder. Hoy si improvisamos esto con... Oh, joder.
No importa.
Ya,
Sí, tengo que...
ya, hagamos esto improvisado con bomba extraña. No, we're gonna wait. Okay, that works too.
Tú serás mi defensa. De adelante.
La bomba ahora.
Espera. Defíneme ese.
Oh, gracias.
Está bien.
Oh,
Está bien.
que no puedo disparar.
Bien.
Oh, qué bueno. No. The drop is good actually? No, okay.
Ok.
Kinda weird the setup, but yeah, it's work. Why not?
Nice save.
Oof. Okay, next stage is gonna be this chip.
I love this
you have
music.
a lot of different.
I love this music.
You have a lot of ways to beat this stage. The first one, I'm gonna stay right here and we're gonna kill this tank. The reason is we're gonna try to avoid to trigger on some enemies here, and if you do that, the enemy is gonna still appear, but the trigger is not gonna be activated, so it's gonna be really good for us.
Oh. pam, pam. Ba-da-dum. Rum, pam, pam, ba-da-ba-da-bam.
Okay, this elevator it's just more like a script, but it's important to keep in mind we really want to finish this stage, this part of the stage, with a specific weapon. It's gonna be really, really important to beat the rest part. Oh, I forgot the tech. Yeah, now Paul, for some reason that enemy in specific is not like it's not having an active hitbox, so he can just moving around and try to avoid to appear in the full screen, and it's just gonna try to keep moving instead of doing something.
Press.
3 bombs for each, and now this is my time to just chugging around. So moving on to the last part of the stage, and this is the most important one. We really want Paul to save some extra weapon to deal more damage to, for example, for this enemy. Oh, okay, ¿quién está ahí todavía vivo? Okay. Oh.
Take
Okay,
it.
we can move it around. We're gonna take this heavy machine gun. Paul is gonna use the last 2 parts of the weapon, and he's gonna change to a heavy machine gun right now. And it's time to complete the final boss credit, the last stage, and of course it's a check. Vamos en un buen pace todavía, Paul, por si acaso. Vamos en un 13:40.
Right.
So I'm gonna say to the bottom part, Paul is gonna try to manipulate that soldier. Of course, he's not gonna do anything. We're just gonna wait. And this is one of the most infamous final missions in the entire series. This is actually one of the most hardest ones. There is a lot of things here. We're gonna start immediately, like divide the job, like what things we're gonna need to do and what things not. The ball is gonna grab that enemy chaser. That's actually very important. Not
Pero.
this one. We're gonna avoid it.
Yo te defiendo.
I'm gonna take that
Listo.
launcher. Yeah, that
Take the shotgun.
shotgun is mine. I'm gonna take the
come on.
bullets, and Paul is gonna
Come on,
try to
enemy
keep...
chaser.
Ooh. Okay, it's mine. I take it. I take it the firebomb. I don't care.
I love this music too. It's the best for the MS4.
It's one of the best ones.
Yes, it's one of the best. Okay, this. Come on. Thank you.
Oh, without.
No saltes.
Yep.
Conmigo. Your turn.
I'm gonna keep moving, and then I'm gonna try to kill these cameras. They're so annoying sometimes. No! Okay, it's gonna try to improvise. That mistake is actually a pretty big one.
Take the H. Oh,
Losing the ammo here or losing some extra bombs is changing a lot this level.
take the rocket. Nice.
Sí, ahora tengo que yo tomarme la rocket. Ahora sí lo
Yeah.
hago.
I give you the space. No.
Yeah, it's gonna give me enough space to kill this guy, and Paul is gonna take more bombs. I'm gonna wait a little bit here, and then I'm gonna try to move slowly. Because this part is actually very important.
Fine.
It's gonna drop and another bombs, and an extra heavy machine gun is gonna be important here. Paul right now is gonna try to do the hardest trick in the game. So I'm gonna try to let him be focused.
Let's go. Go.
Muy bueno, muy bueno. Okay, that trick is actually pretty difficult. Paul is try to synchronize with this enemy when he's gonna try to kill him, and in the same time, he only have one frame to drop a bomb to the tank and just unload it to the screen, and that saves a lot of time. Yeah, I'm gonna move like this. I'm gonna wait. Kill these guys. I'm gonna stay here in the bottom. I'm gonna wait for Paul. I'm gonna try to manip this guy a little bit. Yeah, Paul is gonna keep moving. I'm gonna wait for Paul, and I'm gonna cover him to the back. Yeah, that machine gun is mine. I'm just need to wait here for now. Oh, tranquilo. Yeah. And right now the slug is useless, so he's gonna destroy it. Yo necesito las bombas, tú necesitas la munición. Oh, okay. He's just not trying to drop the bomb that he's saying. At the barrel.
Sube arriba a la derecha.
Espérate, voy a intentarlo. Ya, bien.
Cambia el lugar. Yo disparo, tú solo
Quédate
sígueme.
ya. No, espérate.
Nice.
Yeah, that's an enemy. Only works on co-op. If you have side by side the boss don't know what to do, and he's just gonna wait on the stage like this. This is actually pretty good.
It's all under control, guys.
So now this is one of the longest fights with no reason. Creo que parte tú. Tienes demasiado laser. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here waiting with Paul. I'm not gonna shoot him because for some reason when you shoot the laser and the machine gun in this specific part, one of the weapons is gonna hit the boss and the other is not gonna do anything. So you're gonna lose ammo instead of doing extra damage.
No.
Estoy muy atrás. Un pelito más.
Ahí.
Ahí. Yeah, I'm now synchronized the pole position to stay on a specific spot, and the sprite is gonna be like this, and I'm not gonna receive any damage, Paul of course either, and I'm gonna throw more extra damage, and now it's time for the RNG. Bingo time. So the enemies... What we're gonna drop? Oh, no alcanzamos. Lo matamos muy antes.
Very fast.
Okay, we're so fast. We never ever have the possibility to farm some drops. Yeah, me va a matar.
Fine.
And now it's time to just spamming bombs.
GG.
Oh, time!
GG.
Yeah, time.
Time.
GG's.
That's
So
more fast
fast.
than the usual.
No, okay.
Ya, no, come ending, bueno, come ending.
Okay.
No,
Ending, good ending.
Yeah, it's time for the good ending.
The Michael Jackson move. Moonwalk.
Wait, I'm gonna try to this one.
Michael Jackson. Let's go.
Let's go!
You know, they always say cool people don't look at explosions.
Go.
Not gonna lie, this is our first
High
time
five,
to get
Eddie.
that boss so fast.
GG.
That's our first time. I guess this was like one continue?
For
Yes, I
me,
think
yes,
so.
it's one coin.
For
For
what?
you, it's only one.
Yeah, one time, yeah. It's good.
Well, Benha, after a couple amazing runs here, would you tell people where they can find you, what kind of content you like to stream, all that good stuff?
Oof. Sure, you can find me on twitch.tv benjas4 on... I'm mostly streaming some part of speedrunning, Umamusume, yeah, the horse stuff, it's actually pretty fun. And Mega Man Battle Network, some PvP. And also you can find me with the same on YouTube, youtube.com, benjas4. I'm gonna try to organize with some TOs from Mexico to do some extra stuff, so stay tuned for that. And of course, that's a lot for me. But Paul, where we can find you?
Honestly, I'm streaming on TikTok now. You can find me as usual, Paul Knights, or Twitch because I'm doing multi-stream. But all the time I'm on TikTok. But I'm streaming on Twitch too. Cualquiera de las dos opciones.
Very good,
Para la
my
gente que es
friends.
latina, sí, nos pueden buscar en YouTube, en Twitch, con los nombres. Benja S4 es una S, no S. Y me pueden buscar a mí en Twitch, en YouTube. A Paul lo pueden buscar como Paul Knives, tal cual como lo ven en nombre, en Twitch o en TikTok. Es muy extraño decir que un speedrunner hace como contenido en TikTok, pero sí, y yo lo he visto, es bastante bueno. La plataforma es bastante amigable. Así que podrían también aprovechar de darle una oportunidad y obviamente apoyar al contenido que nosotros hacemos, que es más que nada de speedrun. Paul hace desafíos relacionados a beatemaps, como vencer el juego con una ficha, darle una dificultad increíblemente estúpida. Y yo, por otro lado, más de speedrun, cosas de Vegas Battle Network, relacionadas a PvP, y cosas con Uma Musume que de vez en cuando aparecen, ¿por qué no? But yeah, go back to English, and now it's time to wait a little bit again. Because as you can see, this is our first Metal Slug. Metal Slug 4 was the first game we played with Paul, and then Metal Slug 3 was the last one, just for this event. But now, this is the most important one. Metal Slug 5 is our strong game. You're gonna see very soon.
Well, friends,
But yeah, you're gonna realize
that
when
actually
you're
may
seeing
need to wait for another day. I do want to, because you love Metal Slug so much, and because I care about the series as well, do want to have you on another time. But I did hear from GDQ, and I do want to read something, which is that due to ongoing concerns and the statements of people watching, we do plan to rain check the rest of the runs for tonight. We thank you all very much for watching. Please be good to yourselves and each other, and take care.